Hello and welcome everybody to this year's 2023 Welsh Masters for the IECF qualifier, where they'll be scouting for players to potentially go and travel to play Tekken and Street Fighter 5 in a different country. With me today on comms is Tekken Faux. Say hello.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Quite excited to see. I believe we have 3 players in bracket today. Probably some new names as well. We've seen Anders and Welsh Jake, 2 players I don't actually think I've heard of before, so definitely some new names in the scene. Obviously, I believe potentially JFN's returning from last year as well, but we'll have to see.
It'll be exciting. Can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, we should be going straight into our first game soon as well. So, like I said, Anders and Welsh Jake playing first. It's the Swiss tournament as well, I believe. It should be just 3 games each, and then potentially a little finals between whoever's won the most games at the end as well.
Cool.
Right, we're just getting the stream up for our first game. If you'll just give us a minute.
There we go.
Alright, I believe we're going straight into it today. So we have the Julia Chang and the Nina Williams.
This is
so
Nina.
The Julia
Okay.
from Welsh Jake, and the Nina from Anders as well. Okay, and we're going on to the G Corp helipad as well. I mean, for this matchup, to be honest, I feel like Nina she wants a wider stage. She wants to be able to get away from Julia. She wants to be able to create a lot more space, She doesn't want to have to deal with Julia being able to just sort of run up on her and constantly trap her. Like, she needs a lot more space in this matchup. But at the same time, it depends on a lot of players. Nina's obviously got the unblockables on her side as well.
And 2 characters with crazy wall carry.
Yeah, the
absolutely.
wall carry is absurd going on here.
Ooh,
I'm going to see a wall break immediately. Small combo going on as well. No ender, unfortunately.
The other wall? Nope.
A little bit of a high crush there as well. Oh, wall splat, no combo with the side wall though.
Nice.
Welsh Jake is going to take the first round. Nice launch to start the round. Small combo as well. Good with punish from Anders too. Unfortunately, the same string's going to work again. However, he's not going to get the wall break on the crumples, sadly.
With the launch.
That could cost him a lot in this round.
Nice.
Oh, nice small combo from Anders.
Ooh, wall splat.
The tech roll, however, it's unfortunately just going to whiff.
Ah, that's rough.
We are seeing a lot of whiff punishes in this game as well so far.
Power crush.
Same small combo off the float as well. Okay.
Neither player looks like they want to go in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a spacing game. It's Tekken 7 exactly how it should be played.
More
Nice
power crush.
again. A lot of mileage is coming out of that Nina power
It's
crush
working.
today.
It's working.
Oh, Cancans isn't going to get a follow up though. That could actually be devastating. Nice combo, takes it to the wall. Small wall ender, but the late tech is going to beat the Yokozemi and the slow mo. Yeah, the slow mo is going to give the first game to Mr. Welsh Jake.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean that was a no round brown as well. Not quite, what you're expecting. It's a very even match for a no round brown, to be honest.
He was getting Anders was getting a lot of mileage out of that power crush. I think we'll see that a lot in the next game.
I definitely think beneficial as well. But the stage choice was interesting. I think that Anders was making more use of the wall break. He was making more use of wall combos in general, rather than Welsh Jake. Welsh Jake getting a lot of those launches, unable to convert maybe into the right damage, and definitely unable to convert the right wall damage. And Julia is disgusting, especially at the wall, right? You're sitting there, you're like, okay, when's the down forward one coming? Because you're worried about everything else. You're worried about bow and arrow, and you crouch once, the down forward one comes in. You're like, why does this wall break? Why is there a combo? Why did she get a 13 frame follow up here? This isn't fair. This just isn't fair, right?
Absolutely. When Anders started challenging, the G-Clef cannon came out, wall splat, wall break immediately. No conversion, but a lot of damage straight off the bat.
And mental damage just for landing G-Clef cannon, to be fair.
A lot of counter hits this game. A lot of counter hits already.
I think mainly happening is I think both players maybe need to be a little bit more confident in their combos. So it's, you're naturally going to get a lot more counter hits because you're seeing more of like a single poking game.
Yeah.
Rather than both players kind of constantly fishing for launches. And we're going straight back into game 2 here. Are we going to be seeing the stage change?
Last day on Earth.
So we're going to last day on Earth instead from Anders. Okay. And again, I definitely think the stage is very beneficial for Nina. It's much wider. While standing one loops, her butterfly loops are very effective on this stage. But I mean, Julia's still got absurd wall carry as well. So it doesn't even out. But I just think Nina wants more space to be able to move back and forth and then also take advantage of her wall carry, right?
We'll see if we'll see more of the small Tekken here with just the pokes rather than the combos again. See if they can make full advantage of the stage spacing.
I mean, I'm expecting Power Crush round start. I can't lie.
Absolutely.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Nice little string. I actually get the follow-up as well. Nice bit of
G-Clef.
Unfortunately, yeah, G-Clef again, maybe? Ooh.
Nice.
Quick low. Nice knockdown.
Ooh. Okay, pushing to the corner.
Well, Anders maybe a little bit unsure what to do when his back is so close to the wall there. Unfortunately, just choking and just taking hits from a lot of different strings.
Ooh, another big counter hit.
Unfortunate on the combo, but I mean, the counter hit accuracy is crazy.
Side throw?
Yeah, no problem. I mean, side throw is hard to break as well. You have such a small window. And that's going to be round 2 to Welsh Jake as well.
Ooh. Another G-Clef. Lots of work coming out of that G-Clef. Ice pick. Big
that
launch.
Was a big ice pick launch. Oh, Cancan's out. Again, no combos. I mean, damn it. No, the life lead is now even out, unfortunately. And is potentially dead.
Already
unfortunate
over.
With the no throw
Very
break.
quick.
Yeah. Another no round brown to Welsh Jake. I mean, Welsh Jake's looking quite dominant right now.
Absolutely.
Definitely not quite restricted. So I believe this is first to format, so we should be getting our next games up soon as well. So yeah, I mean, Welsh Jake, currently a name to look out for. Currently 6-0 up in rounds as well, but still an even performance. So I think there's a lot more that we have to see from Anders coming up next as well. Still have 2 games left from each player's 2. So quite a lot to see. But I mean, what do you think about that, Force? What's your opinion so far?
A lot of counter hits. I think that Anders should have stuck with the idea of using the power crush. He was getting a lot of mileage off of that at the first part. I don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, that could have potentially solved some of his counter problems, but I think just crumpling a bit under the pressure, a lot of Julia strings, a lot of points where you need to say, get off of me, but never at the right time.
Yeah, it's difficult, especially if you're like not as versed in the matchup. Trying to sit there and you're like, okay, well, I need to start blocking, right?
Yep.
And then you're like, okay, well, I've just blocked like 5 different hits. Now I can press. And you don't like, you're not paying attention to when the hits end or like when the strings end. Like you gotta, I think sometimes you gotta spend like a nice 10, 20 seconds just blocking and like waiting for when the strings actually end. And you're like, okay, well, this is where I'll now throw in a jab or I'm throwing a side step card, right? But if you just kind of do it on instinct and you do it on feel every now and then, you're gonna hear that really meaty counter hit sound and you're just gonna see your character fly up into the air, you know? you're just sitting there, you got like 10, 20 seconds of screen time, the wall carry comes in, you're at the wall, and there's bow and arrow, and it's down forward 1, and you're sitting there like, I hate Julia Chang, you know?
Average online player
succession of
experience.
Tekken 7,
Absolutely.
really, isn't it, at that point?
And even no party crashes, like it could have gone even worse. You know, you look at how big both these characters' move lists are, how many knowledge checks they could have brought out. Could have been dangerous, you know. Nina's 3-3 string. We didn't see a counter on the last hit, but we saw that come out a couple times.
I was definitely good mention that we didn't really see much forward 1 coming out actually as well, that from Moshe, which to be honest is quite a flex. To win 6 rounds straight without a single forward 1 as Julia, I respect it, you know. You gotta put some respect on the name, to be honest.
I think that was a pretty dominant showing from Welsh Jake. Very strong. Yeah, 6-0.
I do believe as well, so we will be seeing Jay Evans coming back in the next game as well. So for those of you that don't know the lore about Welsh Masters, last year, back in 2022, Jay Evans came 2nd place. It was one of his first ever Tekken showings, actually. I believe he was still just a grey rank. He was in the Dan rank back then, playing Katarina. He was a bit of a snake edge merchant, I can't lie. We saw a lot of snake edges. They actually defeated Big E, you know, from Swansea himself, you know, the pool player. Unfortunately, he lost to Bebop in finals, you know, playing back then with LA. But, you know, I think Jay Evans is probably the favourite to win this year, having not only come 2nd last year, and actually ended up travelling for IESF as well.
Nice.
But also, the other thing about Jay Evans is he's been grinding the game since. He attends events, he's been playing a lot. Last time I saw him, I think he was in ruler ranks playing Katarina. Wow. He's taken a set off of Azif as well from the Swansea scene. So, you know, quite an impressive showing. Starting back, March last year, I think it was a year of improvement for Jay Evans. So we might see some dominance, you know, might see some even games. We'll just have to see how much he's been grinding.
I mean, Katarina, extremely strong character. As we saw Galanda recently at one of the tournaments, absolutely stomping with Katarina. Super underrated, super strong. You get caught in the blender. Most players don't know what to do. Anytime you press.
It's the mental sack.
Exactly.
It's the mental sack with Katarina, right? It's like you have like not a small pool of moves, right? But you have you have like these like 3-4 tools that are really good, right? You have like down forward 1, you have like 4-4-4-4-4. You have like the Harrier low. You also just have hop kick as well, right? So you have these like 4 moves that play the game for you. You can play Tekken 7 on 2 things: Katarina's core moves and vibes, right? You can play Tekken 7 using Katarina's core moves and just straight up using the vibes, right?
Absolutely.
And it's like, it's what's so cool about her, because then when you need to throw out more things, you have more tools at your disposal. You have a massive arsenal of moves. Like she's got the same amount of moves around, she's got 100 moves, but you can play her so fundamentally and you can play with such a small range of moves that it makes it so much easier for you. Because the minute you change up your game plan, your opponent has to start thinking more.
Yeah.
Right, at that point it's completely different. It's also, I think there's a few like knowledge checks with Katarina as well that get people. It's like when she goes into Harrier, if there's 1 poke into Harrier, you can interrupt, right? It's a 13 frame mid at that point. But if she's going to do 2 pokes into Harrier, you can interrupt. If she does 1 poke into Harrier, you can't interrupt, right? It's such like a small thing that you just have to pay attention to. It makes playing the matchup a lot easier. And if you don't know it, you know, the Katarina player can start taking advantage of that very early on.
Yeah, it's not easy. And some moves like Katarina's forward 2-3, crazy long range, super fast. You can duck it on, you know, with a lot of practice, you can duck it, but with the pushback, it's not easy to deal with. Anytime,
online, right?
Anytime that you feel like, oh, we have some spacing, I'm going to go in with a poke. Anytime you get clipped with that move, and then suddenly it's over. So many good options.
And then you just play it online, you're like, oh, hold on, I can't duck. Yeah, you're just sitting there online. You're like, how do I duck this? You know, how do I duck this? Yeah, I do believe we're just going to go to a quick break while we wait for our next player matchup. So. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with the Welsh Masters 2023, and this time around it's Street Fighter 5. On the mic with me is Tekken Faux. Say hello again.
Hello, everyone. Hello again.
And, we'll be seeing two players we've just seen competing in Tekken, this time around competing in Street Fighter 5. So we've seen Anders versus Welsh Jake. Now, last time we saw this, we saw Welsh Jake taking a nice little 6-0 over Anders. The Julia versus Nina. What do you think we're seeing this time around? Different game, definitely different characters, or at least I'd hope so. Otherwise, some iffies going on. How do you think this is going to go?
Well, going off the last match, I think Welsh Jake might have it. But in my heart of hearts, I think Anders wants to run back. I think the mental damage, Welsh Jake's going to be thinking, I really need to win this, because how am I not going to win the run back? I think Anders, he's got the underdog points now. I think we're going to see Anders take this.
Yeah, I can see. Anders, he's got that fire in his heart. He's trying to get that qualification for ISF as well. So definitely a lot of potential here as well. Not gonna lie. I mean, I'm intrigued as to what the character picks are going to be. To be honest, that's what's on my mind right now. It's like we saw Nina and Julia. How does that translate to Street Fighter? Who are they both going to pick? Right? Like,
I don't know. Weird characters. You want to see an Oro come out?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think we're getting that. I don't think we're getting that special today. I think maybe Nina, Chun-Li, maybe. Could see that coming.
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe Laura.
Right, yeah. No clue from the Julia side though. I don't really think there's a character that really directly compares to Julia. Maybe a little bit your Kira or your Lucia somehow, but it's hard to translate that sort of forward, and maybe Cammy actually, that sort of forward aggressive game plan, right? But it's how does strike throw in Street Fighter compare to Tekken pressure, right? When you think about it, it's hard to say, this Tekken player plays this character, so they like this one. It doesn't really work the same.
Well, Welsh Jake was using more throws. Okay,
so we're going straight into a game. Anders on the Akuma, and Welsh Jake on the Poison as well. These two characters, quite strong characters. Poison, definitely an incredibly strong character. Obviously, character choice for Idom. Akuma, also a very strong character throughout Street Fighter V's lifespan. Definitely ups and downs on his tier list. So the same sort of glass cannon gameplay as usual. And we are just catching up to live. Okay, nice little poking game going on. Jumping as well. Actually, empty jump into the jab. Lots of small buttons being used in the air from Anders. Maybe something he's unaware about. He's probably using medium kick when he's going in, heavy punch.
Lots of small pokes adding up again, just as we saw
in Tekken games. Really nice standing HK. And actually, Welsh Jake is going to get the stun. The throw isn't going to kill though. Oh,
that felt like BM.
The meaty LK. Maybe he did. The meaty LK is going to end it there. Lots of resources on board as well now. 2,000 meter just about to either player as well. Oh, nice jumping LK. Just get the air to air out. I'm seeing a lot of aerial movement, and it is getting him over that whip as well.
Right. Ooh, good Tatsu.
Nice Tatsu. No DP afterwards. Ooh, okay. Demon flip dive kick.
It's adding up. Good hit.
The stun meter is going down. Stun meter was going down. A little bit more backup building now as well to the side of Anders, who's going to die in only a few more hits now. Both players full bar of meter, maybe unaware of what options they have to use for it. That looked like Tekken gameplay at the end there. Welsh Jake with the poison, he's Korean backdashing forward and backwards, right? Coming out with the whiff punishes. And again, it's Welsh Jake taking a nice 2 rounds over Anders. Unfortunately for Anders, currently not able to fight back just yet, but we still have a little bit more to see from him to come. This is also best of 3, by the way. So, this is potentially set point here as well.
A lot of small pokes adding up again. A lot of small pokes. But we're back
definitely
into
a lot more room for hit confirms as well. A lot of those light punches, those light kicks going unconfirmed is really unfortunate. Just getting a little bit of extra damage, getting knocked down. Actually getting meter as well. But I don't know if players know which options they have when the meter's on board. Whiffed throw there as well. Lots of whiffs. A nice crush counter. Just does it
big
empty
damage.
Into crush counter heavy kick again. Ooh. Yeah, nice EX demon flip though. Street Fighter 5 Akuma is such an interesting version of the character. It basically sort of needs V-Trigger to get a lot of those traditional Akuma tools, getting the air fireballs out as well.
Ooh. It's gonna go. Nice.
EX Tatsu. Anders with his first round on the board after 8 rounds lost in a row between 2 separate games.
He's got it. He's got it.
He's fighting back.
Exactly, he's not going to take this laying down. I think that BM stun throw, I think that got to him. He doesn't want to take this lightly.
Comes a time in every man's life where he has to stand up for himself after he gets hit by stun to throw. Nice attempt to the anti-air from Ross Jake with a standing HK. However, going to get constantly knocked down by these sweeps now. Something about Street Fighter 5 as well. A lot of the normals are so stunny. You know, it's like they're quite short. Oh, CA hit confirmed though from Welsh Jake. That's all your meter on board, but the damage is absolutely wonderful. It fills in for a combo in that situation.
It's a good life lead.
Both players with V-Trigger on board as well. I don't think we've seen come out. Oh, it doesn't know how to combo off with the crush counter. He actually gets punished for the attempt.
Good
fireball. Good delay on it as well. But the standing of LP is going to do it. It's going to take Welsh Jake back up around, you know. He may have lost one, but he's not looking to lose anymore. Sweep back after the first sweep as well. Goes for the EX dive kick. Unable to find his opponent though.
A big hit. Sweep.
Ooh, nice anti-air. Another crush counter, going for the target combo. Actually, few hits there. If you could have just cancelled into a special, could have been even more damage on board.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Ooh, the confirm again. Oh, it didn't actually confirm. Anders was caught jumping. That's 100% gonna kill.
Over.
That's 2-0 to Welsh Jake. However, I have been informed it is actually first to 3. So Anders has one more chance. You know, he's still got his lifeline in there. He needs to win 3 games in a row to be able to take it over Welsh Jake.
I believe in the Anders dream. I believe it. See, first game 0-2, second game 1-2. I think this time he's gonna be fine. You just gotta believe in the man. You just gotta believe.
It's the maths, right? It's the maths, right? You know, it's like if he wins the first round, loses the second round, second game, right? Next game, wins first, loses second, wins third, and the next game's a 2-0, right? You know, it's just slowly he's taking it over.
We're heading in that direction, I believe.
But we're seeing good things from Anders. I'm seeing good things from Welsh Jake as well. We're starting to see like critical art come out a lot more as well, especially the confirms. You know, unfortunate on that last attempt. Very, very lucky Anders jumped. Otherwise, that would have been a really big punish. I mean, could have been the round, right? You know, just the classic Akuma combo. Walk up, crouching medium, Tatsu, and then go straight into DP, right? You know, just sort of fundamentals there. But, you know, I definitely think we're starting to see I like nice usage of EX moves. Neither character having full bars of meter at the end of the rounds as well is really good. Demon flip dive kick is being used a lot, especially the EX version, which is unfortunate. Obviously, it's a bit of a canned move, so if you don't know where your opponent's going to be when you use it, it whiffs quite a bit, and you notice he's using it as Okizemi, right? He's using it on the wake up. It's whiffing a decent bit, but it's going unpunished. So yeah, he's losing the meter, but at least he isn't taking damage for the attempt, right?
Absolutely.
You know, there's pros and cons for the side of Anders here.
I will say, as a Tekken player, it's somewhat gratifying to see Akuma losing, because that's not really a thing we see, so I'm very happy.
Let's just like scroll through recent events Akuma has won. Like, in Tekken World Tour finals, and you know, I was sitting there in Amsterdam. I was sitting there in the venue, like, I'm really excited for this. And Akuma, he walks on screen and he walks up, he does down 3. He walks up, he does down 3. He walks up, he does down 3. I could keep saying the same thing. Yeah,
it's already over. You see
that
down
3. He's already dead.
See that down 3? You already stand up. You're going to get some food. It's like, well, I know how this is going to go. I don't need to be.
I know, right? Like, just leave the venue early so you can get a bus back or something. Like.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, Akuma gameplay, it's that down 3. It's always that down 3.
Right? I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing, though, right? You know, it's like, what's the counterplay? Just backdash.
The counterplay is you lose.
Yeah, true. The counterplay is that you just gotta be better. Like, you just gotta be better.
All right. Hopefully, we should see ourselves going back into the next game.
Still waiting for our next game. Still. And here we go. Back into a Welsh Jake and Anders. Again, the poison, the
same matchup.
Got a high roller casino. I mean, one of my favorite things about like commentating Street Fighter, and I mean, this is just 2Ds in general, right? Is in Tekken you kind of mentioned the stage bit because the stages are so different. But obviously, in 2Ds, it's like I love doing it still, but it doesn't actually mean anything. It's just a visual difference, right? You know, unless you're playing Under Night and it's like, oh, we're going to the park stage, and if you go to any other stage, it's a DQ, right?
It's a little gassing yourself up when you're playing on your stage. It does something to you.
It does. What a cool stage it is as well. Very fitting, I think, for the poison select. Nice block on the stand, HK as well. That big crush counter sweep as well. We're seeing a lot of sweeps from both players. You know, kind of a
jump in,
a sort of low-level sweep. Had a classic and no DP after the tattoo either as well. A lot of the LP into jump over. You know, maybe looking for the tech attempt on the kick throw. Who knows?
It's looking about equal. Anti-air.
Nice. Big standing HK. Oh, unfortunately, getting linked by the same situation. That's going to be the first round to Anders. Sorry, to Welsh Jake. Welsh Jake looking in this situation to take it 3-0 potentially. He's on set point here. And there's money on the line as well, you got to remember. So Anders has a lot to fight for right now.
I still believe in the dream. I believe in the Anders dream.
He can do it, he can do it. Oh, but maybe not with the CA confirm coming out.
Damage.
Gonna take another. Ooh.
Big chunk. Big chunk.
Yeah, it's a solid 40% coming off Anders as well. I think Anders is maybe just unable to make the right adaptations here. It goes into V-trigger, however, he's got Air Fireball on board. He's got Raging Demon on board as well, actually. We're going to see the Kara Demons from Anders. Nice EX Tattoo. Nice crush counter. Oh, he's got him in the corner.
Back in the corner.
Nice, nice escape using Demon Teleport. Crush counter standing
again.
Target combo. That's not going to kill just yet. No confirm. Anders just blocked. No.
It's all over.
Unfortunate. Anders unable to find his way to down back on the wake up is on. Yeah. That's going to be the set. 3-0 to Welsh Jake. And we will be moving back to Tekken 7. We have a last-minute competitor, someone that we both know, you know, the commentators both know decently personally. This guy called Azif, Tekken Azif, the Kunomitsu player from the Swansea scene. So yeah, we will be going back to our Tekken 7 round robin, best of 2 still, and we will be seeing Azif against Anders, Azif against Welsh Jake as well.
So we've been around since AZ's pretty much been starting Tekken. So back when he was pretty much in Teals, it's taken him over the last year. He's now in Fujin. He's full himself. He's playing the Kunomitsu.
Let's turn a ruler right now. Don't give him that much credit. But...
All right, that's fair enough. He did D rank, but yeah, he's got that day one Lars. He's got that day one Jin.
Yeah, he's got the day one Steve.
He's got a lot of day one characters, but I think Kunomitsu is where his high is. I think. We did actually see Azif, I believe, as well in the Welsh Esports League Tekken 7, coming second place to Jay Evans as well, actually. So it's unfortunate Jay Evans couldn't come today. We would be seeing the run back between Azif and Jay Evans. You know, would have been a pretty monumental match, actually, just like for the scene in general. So yeah, we'll be seeing that coming up. And I mean, I wonder how, you know, both Anders and Welsh Jake are going to adapt to the Kunomitsu. You know, character with a lot of screen presence, good bit of movement, and if she needs it, the coin flip, right? Oh, the big sidestep 4. You've got the full crouch mix. It's never
okay.
fun.
Let's not talk about sidestep 4. That one's the reactable one. Like
online.
Yeah, reactable online.
It's still reactable.
If I can do it, yeah, anyone can. You know what I mean?
But we got 3 pretty substantial knowledge check characters. I mean, we've got the Nina, the classic, the base roster knowledge check. We got the Julia, who's got a move list as just absolutely miles long, and then you got Kunomitsu, who's got all of this tricky stuff to it. She's got set stance, she's got the coin flip, and she has a bunch of moves with some pretty crazy evasion. So hopefully
she just has random stances, random little bits that you need to know about, right? It's like, okay, well, this parry exists. Okay, why is she teleporting? You know what I mean? There's lots of little bits like that with Kunomitsu where it's like you got to spend, you know, you do have to spend just a nice lab session just getting down, because a lot of the answers are simple, right? It's like, okay, she does parry, or like half the time you can just jab her out of it, right? You just float her, or like half the time a lot of the stuff she has are like canned lows and stuff like that. And when you block a lot of the coin flip lows, it's like, okay, well, you launch her, you do so much damage that she has to take like it's a monumental risk for her because she doesn't really launch off of any of them, right? So it's like, oh, okay, well, you spend a bit of time labbing, you can deal with it, but if you aren't prepared, it can be an absolutely horrendous matchup, especially the throw breaks as well. You know, like because she has a bit of a throw game. She's got a nice variety of throws as well. Well, you know, you mentioned Julia's move list being miles long as well. I was going to say, it's about move list about as long as her wall carry is, to be honest. You know, it's like you start on one stage, you finish the combo, you've gone somewhere else, right? You know, you travel from Infinite Azure 1 to Infinite Azure 2.
You've got to keep on moving. You've got to keep moving. Chang is trying to get to the east. You see in that picture, she's got to hold the sign up. She's trying to get there. It'll take her time. She's working on it. Don't rush her. You know, with the Kunomitsu, you've got so much stuff that is aggressively hard to deal with if you have zero exposure to it. Things like the high unblockable wall splat that can come out of nowhere. If you're not, if you don't know that that's an option,
and if you don't know how to launch wall bounce as well. Right,
absolutely.
if you don't know wall bounce is minus 14, and your opponent keeps doing wall bounce, it's like if someone does like Chloe, backswing, right? Whereas at least with backswing, I feel like it's visually quite easy to just go, oh yeah, I can punish this. But because Kunomitsu is one, there's a lot of frames in the early part of the animation where she's moving back, and the move happens quite quickly. And even though it's obviously it's a wall bounce, it's a backswing blow, it's on the slower side. It's not a move that is very visually intuitive to go, I should punish this. And because it's 14, for the reward of it, you might assume it's launch, you might not know. And if you panic and don't realize it's 14, then that's a lot of free damage that you're just giving away.
And given that Kunomitsu's wall damage isn't really that high, even if she does get the wall bounce, it's never usually a good option to mash against her when her back's away from you and you have that wall bounce situation.
To mash going into her. She's got down forward 2.
You got too much going on.
Yeah, I think down forward 2 is like I can say from the experience of having someone that plays Kunomitsu, close to me personally, and having played a lot of matches against that character over the years, something that you learn playing against Kuni is to dash block, and you learn to dash block and punish DF2 because she'll throw it out on she'll throw it out as keep out, or she'll throw it out Kunai as well, right? And it's like, okay, well, like minus 12, minus 10, right? You need to punish both of those if you want to win, and you need to dash block both of those if you want to win, because if you can't dash block a DF2. And obviously you also want it to whiff as well, right? But it's just there's layers to this, There's so many layers to this, right? It's like either you want to whiff punish it, or you want to dash block it. But either way, if you can't punish it and you let it be free keep out, right? It's like if you play against a Jack 7 you play against a Jack 7, he's using DF2, you don't know it's minus 14, you're just sitting there you watch the replay once and you realise how easy to win it was. Yeah. So I believe we're going back into our second seven. We are seeing
he brought it back from Street Fighter.
And is Akuma feeling more confident in the character after going back to a little bit of Street Fighter 5 as well. Okay.
I'm ready for the Tatsu. Let's see how AZ does.
For the down 3.
Do we know how much AZ knows about this matchup?
I believe his training partner Hytham actually plays a little bit of Akuma now. He's been moving recently. Gendu with the Akuma, still in the ruler ranks with the King as well.
All right, let's hope that we go in here and we'll see a good match. Thinking.
Alright, here we go. Going to the Abandoned Temple as well. We got the Kunomitsu from Asif, hailing from Swansea.
We got the Tag 2 custom.
You need to change your pace from Anders here. Oh, with focus attack at round start. That's a low poke from Andy. Set 3. Actually gets counter hit out of his follow-up though.
Good punish.
Going for the back turn there. Actually gets hit out of it. Nice.
Anders is not taking that back turn mix-up. Good damage.
Anders actually taking a life lead early into this round as well. Nice float from Azuf.
Oh, big launch. To the wall. Oh, fireball. Oh, big aerial mix-up.
Big hit. That's going to take the first round to Anders. And I mean, if Anders taking the first round here, what does this mean about Azif playing against Welsh Jake as well? The Anders Slayer himself. Get up 3 minutes.
Good punish again.
Goes into set, actually gets
good
the
trade,
float
good
here.
trade.
Going to take it to the wall. No wall combo.
Oh, down 3. It's the down 3.
Yeah. Is he going for it again? Okay. Walked away from the demon.
Cameraman.
Got to relax a little bit here. Goes out for the rage art.
And it hits.
Was that sidestep? Was that pressed or a sidestep? I think that was a sidestep. Yeah, I want to say that was a sidestep. Actually, unfortunate. The sidestep block would have been able to save him there.
I think AZ is getting a bit more comfortable. Getting clipped by the down for 2-1.
Big launch. Small combo. Oh, nice hop kick, actually. Full crouch low, forward 2, goes for the mix up, forward 2, guaranteed again.
He's in the blender.
Oh, the Kunai on wake up as well, set 3, full crouch low, forward 2, that's kill. The minute the full crouch low touches, that's dead.
Man got dropped in the food processor. It's not pretty.
Forward 2 again. Oh, I don't know why I don't know why he doesn't just keep going for forward 2. Like I thought that was layer 1, right? It's like you can tech roll afterwards, but layer 1 is seeing if your opponent can tech roll in the first place. Nice, big hit.
No conversion.
Forward 2 again. Do another forward 2. Okay, back 4. Is a minus 16 string, but obviously you can't really punish it when you're on the ground like that.
Nice. And that's game 1 to AZ.
So now we get to see the stage counter bit coming out as well. So yeah, I don't know. What stage do you think we're going to? What do you think? What adaptation do you think is needed here, really?
I think small stage. We're seeing Anders maybe not the most comfortable with the wall carry combos. You go to Asuka Mishima Dojo, think he'll get a bit more of that wall pressure, or maybe we'll see an infinite because you saw from that sidestep getting caught by that rage art. Maybe he doesn't want his back against the wall. He's too afraid of the Kunomitsu.
There are layers to the infinite, right? Because it's if you're struggling to deal with the Okazemi, you get hit by like one of those knockdown lows, and you're starting to deal with forward 2. If you're in an infinite, right? The thing that's going to stop that pressure immediately, and I can definitely say it's the annoying answer as a player as well, is when the wall gets into play and the forward 2 might whiff because of the weird angle on the wall as well. So it's like, oh, okay, well, what do you actually do here, right? So I think that there's layers to this, because if he's on the infinite stage, at no point is he really worried about the wall ruining his Okazemi. It's just forward 2, forward 2.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Forward 2, yeah.
the fundamental Kunomitsu matchup. Just keep going for it. Then you do that kunai, and then you take the wonky ass mix up afterwards.
If they don't tech roll, it's an infinite, right?
Yep,
if they don't tech roll, it's an infinite. And if, and it's applying, they know how to, wake up correctly as well, or tech roll correctly,
No stage select, random, Precipice of Fate.
Ooh. I mean, you never know if it's random, maybe he just likes the stage.
Oh, I thought maybe he would go back to Julia. Sorry, I'd go back to Nina, because, I don't know, the Akuma doesn't look like it looks like AZ might have it sussed out.
I don't know, I think the combos on the Akuma were a little bit better, that down 3 Tatsu DP, the Street Fighter Classic. Yeah, the Street Fighter Classic is beautiful.
Okay, going into our game 2.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, backdash. Ooh, nice way to get out of the focus attack. Set 3, blocking this time.
Ooh, sweet.
Down 4, though. Yeah, down 4. What a beautiful move. And what a nice hop kick as well. Is he going to claim the wall here? He is.
Nice.
Not going to get the proper ender. Actually gets hit out of the full crouch
nice.
That time, I believe, as well.
Blocks the low. No punish.
That's going to be a big set 3 counter hit. Not going to kill, unfortunately. But, just full crouch free. Just go for it. Side 4, forward 2. Ooh, hop kick. Hop kick, as if a little bit of BM there, maybe with the option.
Getting caught out. Oh, another counter hit.
Big set 3. This time actually doesn't. Oh, actually gets a reset on the wall ender, but doesn't finish the string. I think he thought the string had dropped, but what had actually happened is it had reset and the scaling had gone back. So I mean, he would have had max damage, probably killed, depending on the interaction there. Nice option. Okay, big combo for one. Not taking the wall, taking the wall just about. Full crouch low is actually going to whiff there. He's just going to power through the power.
Big down 3.
Low.
What's your breakfast? Sweep. Oh,
nice.
Pressed after the
2-2 is going to end it. Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, it's a frame trap. Alright, Tekken 7, we are still in best of 3, so that's the game 2 as if now. Who now in our round robin format will be, he'll be playing Welsh Jake, the Clash of the Titans, the 2 winners, taking their games confidently over Anders as well. So, I think there's some expectations coming to this. I think we're going to see a pretty hype match, probably see the Julia coming back as well. What are you thinking?
I think the Julia will be a good play into this, because I think a character that can really stop the aggression of Kunomitsu, because you see when he gets in, he absolutely stays in, and I think that's potentially where Anders was struggling a little bit, where you get stuck in this blended situation. You need a character who has the ability to just say, "Stop! I'm gonna break down." With Julia's Magic Form Party Crasher, you got 2 excellent moves that can put a real dead stop to her aggression. But we'll see if those moves come out, because we were seeing a lot of very simple pokes during our first match between Anders and Welsh Jake.
Yeah, definitely would have been useful for Anders to keep a little, a post-it note somewhere, just nearby that just says use EXDP. Just you got the meter, you got it's a get off me button, it's a get everything away from me button, just a little thing that just says use EXDP. That would have been wonderful. But it's a good show nonetheless. Obviously come in, have a bit of fun, play some Tekken. I mean, make money, to be honest. You know, it is nothing can be said about the performance. Nothing can be said.
Absolutely. But yeah, we'll have to see how AZ adapts to the Julia. I mean, I think Welsh perhaps has a little advantage because now he's seeing how AZ's played. If he's watching the stream, you can see how he's adjusting to different sorts of pressure. AZ, you know, I don't know how much experience he has in the Julia matchup. This could go south very quickly.
I want to say a decent bit. Obviously, you know, for those that keep their eyes out on the Southwest Tekken scene, actually, I do believe you find that there's Alice Noon, Julia player down in the Southwest scene, tends Bristol locals quite a bit. You know, has had quite a few games in with her, so you know, he should know the basics, right? He might not know the punishes, but he should know the basics. And we are seeing Welsh Jake commit to Julia. We're going to Duomo de Cilio. And we are seeing Asif versus Welsh Jake. I think everything's down to round start. You know, I think it's going to say a lot about how this matchup is going to go, right?
And let's see if AZ he sticks to that round start backdash, keeping it very safe, keeping it very clean.
I mean, I think last time, that was an adaptation, right? Like, I don't know. I think something in him is going to say, I want to press it around start. I think that was an adaptation, right? Like,
big sidestep.
I think he wants to have the fun, right? And even then, I say adaptation, he was still pressing sidestep 4 in the second game, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, but like, why wouldn't you? You know, it's like sidestep 4, forward 2, and then he did a hop kick? Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy. He does go for the backdash. Again, he keeps pressing after set 3 and actually catching a counter hit, but it doesn't matter when down forward 2 exists. Yeah, what a button.
Oh, what's the pressure? Oh, he tried the unblockable.
Finishes 2-2 this time.
Well, sweet, now pressure.
Punish! Oh, maybe not the best whiff punish. Should have killed there, but it doesn't matter. Down forward 1-4 is going to finish it off.
Hand cans again. Another down forward 2. Such a long range move. Oh. Big wall splat. No punish.
Nice. Oh, lost hit. Yeah, lost hit.
Finish the string.
I think he's learned his lesson about going into back turn automatically, right? It's a Tekken thing. Your moves are only as strong as your opponent's knowledge of the game. If your opponent doesn't know, why are you trying to mix them up after that move? Because they're not scared of anything. What an opponent that knows the matchup is scared of is that follow-up, right? Because it's okay. Well, it's a follow-up that's -10, so they're going to try and block it. So that's why you go into back turn, because you know they're worried about getting hit by the follow-up, and they're also looking to punish it. So I think Asif is starting to realize, you know, if he just keeps going, because he did that in the first game as well, right? 2-2-2-2 back turn, and then he gets counter hit. Well, it's because, you know, if your opponent isn't aware of the follow-up, then you have to take the honors of teaching them, right? You know, like you're in the schoolyard, right? And it's like, oh, well, you know, if they don't know that 2 + 2 = 4, you got to teach them that 2 + 2 = 4. Otherwise, they're going to keep telling you it equals 3, right? You know, it's techonomics. It's techonomics, right? But it's true. It's a fighting game principle. You know, this is why knowledge checks exist, and everyone's like, oh, it's so scrubby and it's so lame. Won by spamming a knowledge check. Well, it's like, if you don't know, you don't know. And your opponent, it's on your opponent's duty to teach you, right? It's like, okay, can't block a snake edge. Well, yeah, you're going to lose a game. And your opponent can press a snake edge for every reason they want to, right? Like, you know, you can't tell them off for doing that. You can't have it on. And unfortunately, if you don't recognize... And to be fair, there's layers to this. Because going into back turn and getting counter hit means that your opponent's maybe going to keep looking for the counter hit, right? So now it's on to Welsh Jake to go, okay, I'm getting counter hit when he does this move. I got to start blocking, right? Yeah. So it shifts the layers around. And because the counter hit didn't get him too much damage the first time around, you know, in the long term, it's quite a good game plan for Azzy. And considering it's such a core move, it's a common punisher as well. Yeah, I think he's going to see a lot of mileage from that. Same with the set 3 as well.
It's not easy to recognize if you've never played against a lot of Konomitsu that you can duck part of that string, but the launch window it's pretty small, so you have to really have that drilled down to be able to do that consistently.
I play female characters, so I just sidestep. Lol. Sucks to be you, I guess. Just play Alisa. You can just sidewalk the last hit.
Unfortunately, not all of us have Jack sidestep. Some of us will just try our best.
Well, every female character can sidestep it. It's a woman option select.
The woman OS.
Yeah, literally, it's a female OS. Like, it's just the hitboxes are just smaller. You can sidestep it. Nice round start. Doesn't actually get the wall break here. Maybe saving it for the pressure. Gets hit by the string. Nice duck under the throw and the launch punish as well. That was massive. Oh, gonna get the wall splat as well with the Manji spin kicks.
to the wall. Oh, big sidestep forward.
2, nice.
Right, it looks like AZ is getting pretty comfortable. Good sidestep too.
Opening up with a big whiff punish as well. The off axis could have maybe gotten a little few more hits in there.
So you can see AZ's feeling himself when he goes 1-2 and he goes straight into back turn before
he he's feeling himself because he's getting hit by G-Clef, so... Yeah, that's how it goes to every player. Oh, I'm really confident.
It's happening.
I'm gonna get counter hit by a string. Yeah, look at his life. Look at his life lead. Just
and
go
goes into the
big throw. One more hit to either player. Rage drive down forward 1-2 this time. Counter hit confirm, I believe, actually as well. You know, the plus frames off the rage drive just going to down forward 1. What's your opponent going to do about it? They can't sidestep. You know, they can't press. Down forward 1. It's all good.
Missed 12 frame.
Nice crouch jab. This time maybe getting the wall break. Nope.
Oh,
it's minus 16. It's minus 16. Just hold back. Just hold back. Forward 2. A little bit out of range, but it's fine. Down forward 1-2. Great. Not actually going for the last hit as well. Trying not to get punished. The rage art comes out of nowhere. Down forward 2. And we have your Welsh Masters 2023 champion, as if I believe, unless we have one more game to go to, that should be, yeah, that should be 2-0. So as if has won your Welsh Masters 2023.
Golf clap for AZ. Good job. Good job.
You know, a little celebration. Congratulations. You know, I would be saying he's going to crack open the champagne tonight, but it's Ramadan, and that would be haram anyway, so he can't, unfortunately. You know,
we will drink in celebration for him.
Yeah, we will drink for him. You know, but yeah. I mean, I still say a good performance from Welsh Jake as well with the 1-1, and you know, showing some adaptations because as he, you know, in that last game, actually managing to take some big damage as well, nearly taking the round 2. But, you know, just not enough to be able to beat the Kunamitsu, and, you know, to give Asif the credit, you know, he grinds the game, he plays the game, you know, like, so it's a good showing, you know, being able to check out the right things, being able to adapt properly too. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody for coming. Yeah, I hope you've had an absolutely wonderful time watching the Welsh Masters this year. It's been a pleasure to meet you all, you know, hopefully we'll be seeing Anders, we'll be seeing Welsh Jake more at different events, you know, coming out of their shell a little bit more. You know, playing a little bit more SFV as well would be fun to see. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching. It's me, Firestar, and
it's me, Ed.
Alright, thank you so much. Take care, guys.
Cheers, everyone.